had the idea we were chatting earlier today, and something we were looking to do is this would be the 20-year. This is the 20-year anniversary of the 2000 national champions, the college baseball team. Of course, Theriot was a part of that team, the starting shortstop. And I figured now, something I wanted to do anyway, but certainly it's even more pertinent now, is catch up with a member of that team throughout what would have been the duration of this college baseball season, during conference play in particular. But now there's no conference play, no baseball season. But doesn't mean we can't honor the 20-year anniversary of that team. So I figured let's talk to some of your guys every Friday. So we'll do that in this spot here to start hour 3, and we'll start off with the catcher on that team, Brad Cresse. You, of course, delivered the knock that scored you to win the College World Series in that 6-5 game over Stanford. Brad, thanks for the time, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Doing good, man. Does it feel like 20 years?
Man, it's no, it doesn't feel like 20, but the memories that were created back then were truly incredible, and it's just heartbreaking to see the current LSU Tigers have to finish the season the way they did.
Yeah. You know, y'all, everyone remembers the way the season ended, right? Because it was in such dramatic fashion and ended with a championship. Not many people talk about the rest of the season, like the lead up, not just the College World Series, but the whole lead up to it. What else comes top of mind to you when you think about that season?
Well, obviously, other than being champions, we took down some of the toughest opponents leading up to the College World Series. And people like to bring up, you know, we beat about $20 million of signing bonuses. We were kind of the unspoken heroes. We didn't have too many top picks and big names in the draft. And I think it was super regional time. I can't even remember. I think it was UCLA. They had Chase Utley and a guy named Henkel, a pitcher. They were top round picks, and we ended up beating up on Bo Hale and Justin Wayne and Jason Young on Stanford. So, you know, we felt like we were, you know, the favorites, but yet the national media, you know, felt like we were the underdogs, considering we didn't have the top picks in that year's draft.
I think in order to win a championship or win championships in general, you know, it's not just what happens on the field, but what happens off the field from a team bonding standpoint. And we used to do something where in the fall we would go to either somebody's hunting camp or fishing camp and just kind of get away as a team and bond. And we did that year, and I'll never forget. I felt like that it was kind of a gathering, get together, everybody, and you know, you get to know guys, get them out of their element and whatnot. Brad, I felt like that was kind of a turning point in that team. What happened off the field, or was there some examples of some things off the field where you knew we had a special team in 2000?
Yeah, I think that was a great trip, and it kept us together. But I think just the way Skip organized practices on a day-to-day basis. I mean, we actually looked forward to going to the field, not only for the practice and the hard work, but to play cards in the locker room or pool or just to hang out with the guys. And it was truly a family atmosphere, and we cared about one another. You know, I said this a lot, and what the biggest difference in college and in pro ball to me was I'd rather go 0 for 4 and lose. I mean, 0 for 4 and win in college and go 4 for 4 and lose in pro ball, because, you know, in professional ball, everyone, until they get a long-term major league contract, is in it for themselves. But in college ball, we truly were there for one another at LSU, and I didn't get that same feeling of some college programs that some programs treated it like pro ball, and all they were caring about was their personal accolades. And Skip had a way of motivating and having everyone pull the rope in the same direction, and I think that's what kind of separated us from everybody else.
One of the things, Brad Cresse's our guest, one of the things when we did this with some of the 97 guys, they talked about, I can't remember now who it was, but one of the guys on the 97 team bought some tacos from Taco Bell, put it in his locker at the beginning of the season, and said if they won the national championship, he'd eat them. And never took them out, so the locker room stunk forever, and then the guy, I'll be damned, ate the tacos. Everyone told the story, which is hideous and gross. Who was like the grossest person on the 2000 team?
Grossest person on the 2000.
Who would have done something like that, or did somebody do something like that?
Oof. 97, I could pick out a couple for you. In 97, we were
who was the taco guy, Brad?
Who was I don't know if it was I don't know. I don't remember that story, but
God, I got to find it now. Coogan, text me.
Got to be Wes Davis.
It was Wes Davis.
Yeah.
It was Wes Davis. It was.
Yeah, I could see
it was Wes Davis.
I could see. Yep. 2000,
Yep.
I would say like maybe Talent. Maybe Talent.
He was
Talent
gross.
was pretty gross.
He was a gross face.
Yeah, he was pretty. Jamin Garrett had some gross tendencies.
Yeah.
My roommate.
Not to call our boy Talent out, but on that trip, that bonding trip of the hunting camp, it was probably, I don't know, it was during the winter before we started, and it was probably 30, 40 degrees out, and he laid his sleeping bag out on a little trailer. He didn't even sleep inside. And then he had overalls on and was drinking beer out of a milk jug. So, yeah, that was pretty legit. That was
so
legendary.
Good. That's so good. We're watching, as we talk, highlights from the national championship game, and, of course, you hit the walk-off. So many people, I'm sure, have asked you about this, but it's never a bad thing to bring up a great memory like that. The AB itself, Brad, walk me through that, the game-winning at bat.
Well, it seems like everyone, anytime someone brings up my name, it was, man, you really stunk it up. You were 2 for 12 in the World Series, man.
Right.
And you got that.
You did
lucked out and got that hit. I'm like, well, that's a true story. So what was I thinking? First of all, I was struggling, so I wasn't seeing the ball well. It was definitely the worst 4-game span of my season. But Theriot and Fontenot got on, and at that point, I'm just like, man, I struck out on 2 previous at-bats on sliders. Generally speaking, I was actually, during the regular part of the year, I saw sliders pretty well. But I wasn't in the World Series, so I'm like, man, just stay back and try to hit the ball the other way. And, Skip put his arm around me. It was kind of a blur, but in the back of my head, I'm like, I've been bunted my whole college career. This would be the one time I'm struggling and got 2 guys on and nobody out. And from what I remember, what him telling me was basically what I was thinking all along. Let it get deep and think about hitting the ball the other way. I didn't listen to him too much. I was still out front, but luckily I hit the 6 hole, and the left fielder made a horrible throw to home, so Theriot scored. By the way, if that throw was on the money, it would have been a triple play, because if you look at the video, Fontenot was hanging out in between second and third, and I was with my hands in the air between first and second. So if that guy makes a good throw, they probably triple us up, and this story is for nothing.
I never thought of that, but we actually were watching it as we were watching that whole playback there as you were talking. So it was a phenomenal moment, man, a phenomenal season. Fill people in, Brad, on I'm sure most in the Baton Rouge area know, but for those listening or watching, fill people in on what you're doing now.
Yeah, so right now we're at Traction Sports. So, we run tournaments, and we have leagues and camps, and we do lessons. We have our academy teams. It's truly a passion of mine. I was able to grow up with a major league coach, my dad, and he started Mark Cresse School of Baseball at 5 years old. So I was kind of around coaching my whole life, and it's what I have a true passion for. And it's we're on a little break here because of the current situation that's going on. That I know it's hitting everybody hard right now, but we're gonna make through this, and it'll be a couple week delay. People are still gonna get their work in at the house and take care of their families. But yeah, man, it's a lot of fun hanging out at Traction. With all the coaches and guys that I played ball with, and the new coaches coming up. It's a lot of fun, and we really are excited about what we're doing over at Traction.
Brad Cresse, former LSU great, of course, an All-American, part of the 2000 National Championship team as those guys celebrate 20 years. Theriot, is he like, would a better throw have gotten you?
No chance. I was running that guy clean over. Like I might have been out, but I was running over him. Like it wasn't. I didn't even look at Daly. No way.
You've told me before that he was like giving you the stop sign, and you're like, no shot. Like you didn't even look, just burning right through it.
I don't think. Well, he didn't give me a go or a stop. I think it was one of those like, just do your thing, dude. Just either stop or go, whatever you want to do. But no, man. Once that.
Dale's might have given you the stop or go, but the whole dugout was out the dugout, Skip included, and all the players were. So if you had your head on a swivel a little bit, everybody in the dugout was giving you the wheel sign. So
yeah.
I don't think you were stopping.
Brad, good stuff as always, man. We appreciate a couple of minutes. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks for having me on, guys.